Hey guys, Tonic here. We just got a brand new Inside the Vault article, and in this it looks like we have some new information about the summer update for Fallout 76. We have descriptions of all the new events coming, the PTS is going to be reopening, allowing us to test out these new events, and lastly it looks like corpse highlights are going to be making a return in this version of the PTS. So enough talking about it, let's actually go ahead and dive into this article. Alright, so here I have the Inside the Vault article pulled up, and right off the bat it says, "Welcome back. In the coming days we're going to reopen the public test server to kick off a new round of playtesting for the Test Your Metal update, which is slated to arrive in Fallout 76 this summer. Read on to catch an overview of what's coming to the test server, including details on 3 new public events that you will be able to try out." And scrolling down, it looks like it says, "Our most recent phase of playtesting just wrapped up last week, but we've been working steadily toward bringing the Test Your Metal update to life. While this update is currently planned for summer, we're ready to reopen the public test server so that you can dive into 3 upcoming public events, revisit corpse highlights, and share some early feedback with us." So it doesn't give us an exact date for when this PTS update is going to be coming, but whenever it does come I will hop in there and get some gameplay footage of all these new events and check out some of the other new features coming with it. But going on here, we can scroll down and it says Test Your Metal Round 2. Now the Test Your Metal event I have already played. I do have a full gameplay video up on my channel of that, so if you are curious you can check that out. But reading on here it says, "After a brief stint in the last PTS, the Test Your Metal public event is back in action following a round of bug fixing and balance adjustments. As a refresher, Rust Eagle Raiders have been busy constructing an army of deadly robots, thrown together using parts they've snatched from around the wasteland. It wasn't long before the Brotherhood of Steel caught wind of this venture, and now they want to evaluate what sort of threat these machines may pose to Appalachia." So it looks like this is pretty much just giving us a recap of what this event is. It's a fun event. When I played it, there really wasn't too many issues that I ran into. It went pretty smoothly, and it was honestly pretty fun. If anything, it was a bit easy, so I hope that this balancing adjustment is going to make it a bit harder, maybe removing fusion cores from being able to be targeted by using the concentrated fire perk or something like that. But regardless, I am pretty excited to see what they are doing with this event. But moving on, it looks like we have Eviction Notice next. So it says, "As part of an effort to expand Foundation beyond its current walls, the settlers identified a nearby blast crater that could serve as a prime spot to set up a new encampment. Radiation within the crater posed a serious problem, but the resilient crew managed to engineer a solution in the rad scrubber. Once the hazardous environment was under control, they began construction. However, a sudden distress broadcast indicated that the camp had fallen victim to a vicious band of local super mutants. Head to the crater east of Foundation to oust any super mutants who remain there, and make sure to secure the rad scrubber so that the settlers can continue their work. If you're successful, you will earn settler faction reputation and a chance to receive one of several 3-star legendary weapons with unique paints." So this event sounds pretty sweet. I like how we can fight super mutants for the event. That should be some pretty decent XP, but I also really like the rewards that we're going to be getting. I love how we're getting settler faction reputation, because getting the reputation for the settlers just takes forever. It's a pretty big grind, so having another event there to kind of speed that up is going to be nice, but I'm also excited to see what these unique paints are for the 3-star legendaries. But moving on again, we have the Moonshine Jamboree. So this one says, "You are cordially invited to the Sunday Brothers cabin to take part in an indulgent celebration known as the Moonshine Jamboree. While the Sunday Brothers themselves are long gone, it seems that a group of raiders were able to fix up their old handybot, Moonshiner Ned. The raiders appear to be long gone too, but Ned is still eagerly awaiting for a little help rebooting the moonshine-fueled festivities. Meyer Magic Moonshine, the Sunday Brothers flagship concoction, packs a special punch, Noxus Gulper Venom. Once the Jamboree begins, it will attract a horde of curious gulpers to the area. Take down as many of them as you can and deposit their venom into a nearby bathtub until there's enough to brew up a new batch of moonshine. Don't forget to guard the stills amid the mayhem, or else the party will end up being a flop. Collect enough venom and you'll earn Raider faction reputation, some loot, a few bottles of moonshine, and a chance to pick up a new Gulper Smacker melee weapon." So this event sounds pretty cool as well. I like that we're going to be fighting Gulpers. That should also be some pretty decent XP, and I also love how we're getting some Raider faction reputation and also another unique weapon. So I love the rewards from these new events, and I also do love the enemies that we are going to be fighting. But then now moving into the last part of this article, it says Corpse Highlights return. After making an appearance in a previous playtesting phase, we've polished up the Corpse Highlights feature, fixed a number of bugs, and it's ready to return to the PTS as a part of the Test Your Metal update. Enabling the Corpse Highlights setting will cause dead enemies to glow, so that way you can spot them more quickly and easily claim your hard-earned loot. So the corpse highlight thing is pretty cool. I remember being really excited for it when it was first announced, because if you were to kill maybe a legendary creature and it died in some tall grass and you weren't able to find it, you would kind of be missing out on some pretty good loot. But recently with the addition of the local looting, I feel like that kind of solve that issue, because if you have an enemy that you can see that is nearby, you can go ahead and just loot that body and get everything around it. So I'm less excited for the corpse highlights than I was before, but I still am kind of hyped that they are coming, because maybe if you kill a single enemy out in the woods somewhere, you still will be able to go find them, and you won't be needing to rely on the local looting anymore. So that is pretty much everything inside of the article, and all of it sounds pretty cool. I like the new events, they sound great, the rewards sound awesome, and I do like the corpse highlighting feature, but again, I feel like it's not really as needed now as it was before. But I do gotta say that if this is all that we are getting in the summer update, then I am going to be a little bit disappointed. Now, I'm sure that they are going to add on some smaller things, like how in the last update we had the option to remove your backpack and just those little smaller changes, but in terms of big content, I don't feel like this is really enough to justify being on the roadmap. I don't really feel like this is going to change the game significantly in any way. It's only going to be adding 3 new events, but again, I do think that these events look great, everything about them sounds awesome, but I just feel like we need a little bit more to really get excited about this summer update. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video, so I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and as always, I would like to give a massive thank you to all of the channel members: Anxiety Rangers, Yosevated, Esdeath93, Dalton Murphy, Axel, Kevin W, Anna S, Fallout McFly, Network Gate, Gulty, Robert Kennard, Wandering Wastelander, Lanthar, Anna Reestes, Captain Awesome, Citizen Girl, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 23 Icefire, Jay Smith, Argent Deer, Bowser Double Frang, Ice Cream Manny, Chris Decker, Theodore, Digital Aardvark, Christy Mellon Schwitz. You guys are amazing, I love you guys, and have a great day.